What up, guys? Welcome back. So today we're talking about the iPhone 15 Plus and the iPhone 15. Which one is right for you? If you are upgrading, if you are thinking about switching over into iOS and to the Apple ecosystem, which device is for you right now? My opinion, stay away from the Pro models. Not everyone is having issues, but there are a lot of issues that I see with overheating. So just be aware of that and know what you're getting into if you're going into the Pro Max or the Pro. Not everyone is having that issue, but it is random. You might get a phone that overheats when you charge it up, which is a big problem. I'm not having that issue with the Plus or the regular iPhone 15. I've had the iPhone 15 for a few days and I've had the Plus since launch. Both of these devices are active with phone numbers, and I'm going to give you my experience using these devices. Very similar, subtle differences. One major difference is the size, as you can see here. 6.1 inch display, 6.7 inch display on the Plus. But if you're new to the channel, guys, hit that like, drop a sub. If you're picking up the iPhone 15, drop a comment. You guys have been fantastic on my iPhone 15 Plus videos. We're going to keep that ball moving, keep that train rolling. Today we're talking about the iPhone 15. I do have it in black, which is a beautiful color. I love the color of this black aluminum build, aluminum and glass build, very light phones here, and the blue colorway for the 15 Plus. I did wish I picked up the black colorway for the 15 Plus. Now, one thing I want to stress, throw a case on here. I actually dropped my iPhone 15 Plus today, and I did chip the corner down here, as you can see, flat on its face from about waist high. It just fell right onto rocks and to pavement, and we got a nice chip there, and there's some smaller chips, as you can see, up there in the corner, unfortunately, and they are pretty rough. This one will probably cut you on the bottom, which sucks. So throw a case on it. These are extremely slippery, but one good thing about this, again, lightweight. So both of these devices are super light. They are beautiful to look at. And one thing about this design, the infused color on the back, you're not going to get any fingerprints. You can't even leave a fingerprint on here if you wanted to. On the black, I think eventually, or maybe, you can see a little bit of oil for maybe your fingers. But as far as fingerprints go, I love what they did here with the build. So again, 6.7 inch display on here, 6.1 inch display on the regular iPhone 15, same as the Pro models, right? The Pro Max, same size here, and the 15 Plus or the 15 Pro, the same size as the iPhone 15. Now, again, subtle differences between these two devices. So if you are somebody that needs a bigger display, if you are somebody that likes, more screen real estate, then of course you're gonna have to go for the 15 Plus. You're gonna have to pay another $100 for the initial 128 gigs of storage if you want to go the bigger device. That is where I would go, and there is a few reasons why I would choose the 15 Plus over the 15. But if you are somebody that has smaller hands, or there's something very nice about using a small display, right? Because this phone you can use one-handed. So you can use this phone one-handed all day. You're going to be able to reach not only there, you're going to be able to get to your mail. Wherever your apps are, you're going to be able to go into your camera with one hand, where on the 15 Plus, it's a little easier with the case, but without the case, I struggle sometimes. I could do it now, but sometimes I feel more comfortable using this device with two hands, and that's how I just leave it. I don't even worry about it anymore. It's kind of second nature because I've been using big phones for so long. But if you are somebody with small hands, or you like to use your phone with one hand, then of course the regular iPhone 15 is going to be for you. Now, both of these devices come with the initial 128 gigs of storage. There is a price difference because you're getting the bigger screen. Both of these have the same cameras, the new 48 megapixel camera, which with Photonic Engine and the software updates on this year's iPhones, you are getting crispy and clean photos as well as video on here across the board. All of these devices in the iPhone 15 lineup take fantastic photos, crispier even than on last year's phones. Dynamic Island now compared to the 14 last year, where we still had the notch, and the 14 Plus, which are still being sold by Apple. Stay away from those. You don't need those. These are a big update from those models. Dynamic Island, which is on both of these. So from the front, if you're worried about clout, if you're worried about how they look, from the front, these are going to look just like the Pro model. So Dynamic Island across the board. Look, I'm not a fan of Dynamic Island or the Notch, but I prefer Dynamic Island over the Notch any day. Now, same software in here. One major difference, and this is where the bigger display just is an easy win for me, is the battery life. The battery life on the iPhone 15 Plus slaps every other phone out there. It just does. It's going to give you just about 2 days of battery life. I've charged this device up twice since last Friday. Since last Friday, I have charged the iPhone 15 Plus up twice since last Friday. It's insane battery life. I can use this thing. I don't even have to charge it at night. I don't charge it at night. I'll come home from work and I'll charge it. I can go to work with 30, 40%, and I'm good for pretty much the whole day. It's crazy, the battery life on this device. And, you know, there's reasons for that. 60 hertz refresh rate. You're getting 120, the variable refresh rate on the Pro versions. Now, if you don't care about that, again, the real people that care about that's kind of the 1% tech YouTubers like myself and the people that follow or watch tech YouTube. You guys are tech nerds just like I am, so you might care about 120 hertz. These phones, if they had at least 90 hertz refresh rate, they would be perfect. So the one downside, 60 hertz, but because of 60 hertz, you are getting insane battery life. So the 15 Plus has better battery life than any other phone that Apple has ever made. Hands down, the best battery on an iPhone ever made. The iPhone 15, it's about 30% less than what we're getting on the 15 Plus. So if battery life, if 2-day battery life is what you want, go for the Plus. You're getting the bigger display as well. About 20 to 30% less battery on the iPhone 15. But saying that, this still has better battery life than the iPhone 15 Pro. So just keep that in mind. The Plus is better than the Pro Max, and the regular iPhone 15 is better than the Pro when it comes to battery life. So keep that in mind. But pretty much everything else with these two phones, besides price, is the same across the board. Size, price, and battery, those are the differences with this device. You're getting the same colors, USB-C, again, 2.0, so the transfer speeds are a little different compared to what we get on the Pro, but are you really going to notice that? You're not. You're not going to notice that. I don't notice it, and I use these things day in and day out, and I use Android devices with faster transfer speeds, and I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It's not going to be a deciding factor, but I am very happy that these devices have USB-C now because I can use one cable across the board. So which one do you like better? Are you team small hands or are you team big hands? Are you team big real estate screen real estate? Or do you like the little smaller form factor, the one-handed use, great battery life, incredible battery life? So which one do you want? Again, maybe it comes down to price, maybe it comes down to display, and maybe it's just about the battery. Either way, you're getting a solid phone, a good upgrade. Initially, when Apple dropped this lineup of phones, and thinking back to the 14, the 13, and 12, I wasn't too excited. I wasn't excited, but using these devices, getting them in the hand, I am excited. This is a good drop. Well, at least the iPhone 15 and the iPhone 15 Plus. The Pro and the Pro Max, that's yet to be determined. But these two, the base models of the iPhones this year, are a solid upgrade and a solid pickup. Or if you're switching from Android, it is a solid choice. So let me know which one you guys are getting, or if you already have it, what you think. If you think you made a mistake, maybe. I've got a lot of comments already about people that got the 15 and want to just already exchange it for the 15 Plus based on battery life alone. It's incredible. That's it, guys. I'll be back soon. Let me know which phone you prefer. Peace.